In this part of the tutorial we will iterate through all the test plans and display some attributes. Also, for each test plan we will display the related test cases. We will work on the same document template. Select the data source configuration element and place it under the Work Items table. In the outline view, go to Variables and select Insert New Variable. Set the variable access as external. Select the data source configuration element. Go to Formatting, Data. The target data source is RQM. After that, select Dynamic Configuration to set the URI. The URI will be composed of the base URL for test plan elements and an XPath that extracts all the test plan's element children from the data source schema. The base URL for test plans is stored by the previously added TPURL variable. Introduce your JAS username and password. We will use a table element to display the test plans. Select the table element in the palette view and click in the desired location in the template content editor. The table will have 2 rows and 6 columns. The first row will be the table's header. Insert a text element into each cell from the first row. Double-click on the first element to add the attributes names. The attributes names are ID, name, state, owner, release, modified. The second table row will be iterated for each test plan element. Set the feed entry content test plan query to the second row. select a text element and drop it inside the first cell of the second row. Double-click the text element and select Script Expression. We use a JavaScript expression to extract the test plan's ID from the identifier string. We first look for the last position of the colon sign in the identifier string. We extract the substring that comes right after the last colon sign. That represents the test plan ID. In the name column we will display the test plan name. Under each name there will be displayed the test cases contained by the test plan. Insert a text element into the second cell. Double-click the element and select Data Expression. In the Set Content window, select Attributes and then Feed, Entry, Content, Test Plan, Title. In the same cell, under the test plan title, insert a list element. Insert a container inside the list element. Drag the list detail element inside the container. Drag the test plan test case query to the container. Because we want to include information from the test cases, we need a details feed. Insert a data source configuration element inside the container. Set REST details the target data source and REST-QM the inherited data source. Go to Dynamic Configuration Options and set as URI the location of the link that map from feed to the details. Insert another container into the previous container element. Drag the list detail element into the second container. Drag the test case query from the details data source into the newly added container. Add a text element inside the list detail. Set the text data expression to test case title. Insert a text element into the third cell to display the test plan state. Double-click on the text element to modify its content. The script expression used for extracting the test plan state uses the same algorithm as the previous one. Drag the test plan owner query to the 4 cell. Then drag the owner value element to the same cell. Drag the test plan development plan query from the RQM data source schema view and drop it on the 5th cell. Insert 3 text elements in the 5th cell. The first text element will contain the development plan summary element. The second element will be left empty. The third text element will contain the development plan rel element. Drag the test plan updated query and drop it on the last cell from the second row. Select Use as Value context. Set the table auto-fit to window property. Select the first row, right-click, Style and select Header Cell Style. Go to Properties, Specific, Cell Width to set the width of a column. Select a cell from the table and go to Properties, Formatting, Color to set the cell background color. Save the template document. Then switch to Rational Publishing Engine Launcher. Configure the TP URL and the base URL external variables. Select the Run button to start document generation. In the output document, each table row contains the attributes for a test plan element. The test plan name is followed by the list of related test cases.